Hello guys, welcome back to another video of Just for Koi. I hope you're all doing well, all keeping safe, all out of trouble. But I hope you're all definitely keeping safe in this weather. I think it's around 34 degrees today. It is absolutely roasting. I could just about stand out here myself. What we're going to do in this video, we're going to basically be getting the lean-to pergola up, getting all the framework ready, all complete. Ready basically to be painted, and then we can also get the cover on top of the roof. On my last video I mentioned that I was going to be putting up acrylic sheet on top of this pergola or pergola, whichever it is. I'm not quite sure how you say it. I mentioned I was going to be putting acrylic sheeting on top. Again, I've changed my mind with that, and now I'm going to go with tempered glass. So we've had to make a few little changes as well in the structure of the framework because of the weight of the glass. So yeah, I'm going to be having a friend coming over who's going to be giving me a hand with this, and he's actually a professional carpenter. He's built me a amazing, lovely TV media wall in my front living room, so he's going to be very handful. I'm actually going to try and just sit around and watch him crack on and do what he's going to do, or at least try to. So yeah, enough mumbo jumbo. Let's just crack on with the video and we'll take it from there. Before we get started, remember to give us a like. If you don't, you can give us a thumbs down. Either thumbs, I'm happy to collect. Remember to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button so you can get notified with all the future coming videos. Okay, all the materials have arrived to get up the lean-to pergola. They have arrived late, so I'm running behind, as always. I'll just run here with you what I've got. And we got 7x2s, which are at 6 meters in length. One of them is going to go up against the summer house, which is basically going to be the support bar. And then two of these, and they're going to get basically sandwiched between this flitch beam to give the front post more support, because we're going to have 11 rafters going on top of there, so there's going to be quite a lot bit of weight there, and plus the width of it is going to be 5.5 meters, which is quite a long span. So we're going to basically put this flinch beam in between those two timbers, sandwich them up, bolt them up, screw them on, and that should hopefully do the job, fingers crossed. These are the rafters. These are 6x2s, and these are 3.6 in length, so they don't need to be shortened. We just got to basically cut a bird's, is it called a bird's peak at one end, and just shave down one end at a slight little angle so we can have the roof basically pitching down ever so slightly. And then we've got 3x2s over here, and they're just basically going to be used to prop up the posts. These are also 3.6 meters in length. The posts here are 6x6, and they're 2.7 in length. These weigh absolutely a ton. I mean, I can't even lift one up by my hand. Well, that's just one hand, but they're absolutely solid. So they're all the timbers and the metal beam. And when we come over here, the posts are going to be sitting on these post supports. So basically these are going to get bolted down onto the concrete blocks, and then we're going to cut into the posts, and they're going to slide right in, and then we're going to put bolts through them like so. Bolts through them like this, bolt them nice and tight, and that will be all nice and secure. We've got the washers over here, and we've got some nuts over here. These are, I think they're M10s. I'm not sure about the length either. I think they're possibly 150, maybe 160, 170. I'm not quite sure. These posts are 150, so they're possibly 180s. So that's what's going to be supporting the posts, and they're also going to be going up against the summer house over there for the support bar to be holded on. Is that a word? I'm not sure. Anyway, and one thing that is missing is some sort of chemical that we're going to squeeze once we drill holes into the walls. We're going to put this chemical in. I think it's called R-Chem or Chem. Basically kind of turns into like cement and like a raw plug kind of thing. So it will basically glue these in, and that will make it all nice and secure. So enough mumbo jumbo. Let's get over there and crack on with some work. Mr. Joe, say hi.
Hello, mate.
Yeah, hello, mate. Just do some work with you. You're 1 week late already. Okay, Joe's here. He's just doing his measure ups so he can get the first beam onto the summer house. He's setting his tools up all over there. He's starting to mark bits and bobs up. While he's getting on with that, I'm going to be removing all these things, getting them out his way so nothing's in the way. Just going to push you into the pond. So yeah, we're just starting up, and first thing we're going to do is get this beam up there. We're going to possibly be removing this dusk till dawn sensor as well. Possibly remove the guttering as well. So we'll see what's going to need doing. So Joe's just basically marking up these patterns that he's going to be cutting out. He's using all my pressure fittings, and he wants to also charge for this using my tools. And he's going to basically cut this out, and if we come to this end, he's already cut this one out. So they're going to look something like this. Okay, we've put the first timber beam up. We've just put in a couple of screws just to hold it up in place before we bolt it on, and everything's nice and plumb and level. We're starting to get the what are these called, Joe?
Post shoes.
Post shoes. We're going to notch them out so we can get the post shoes in and then get them bolted down. So what are we doing now? We're cutting out the notches.
Let's do it. We're doing a half lap joint.
You've had me doing everything today, Joe. Okay, we're going to start drilling in the post shoes now. Okay, so we've drilled the holes in, and now we're just putting in our raw plugs so we can bolt down these shoe supports.
Shoe plates.
Shoe plates. And then we're using this stuff called R-Chem, which will make it much more stronger. It's like this cement stuff. Make sure you get it right in the hole, mate. And now we're just going to bolt them down. So this is the stuff that we've used to put into the raw plugs, R-Chem. Basically this stuff turns into like some sort of cement, and it will make it much more stronger. Okay, we've run our bolts through, nutted them up, bolted them up, so they're all nice and secure. I'm just going to go off now with an angle grinder and basically just cut the lengths down. If the angle grinder comes on. Okay, once we've cut down the bolts, should look something like this. So just go over to the other side and I'll cut them ones off as well. Okay, we've braced up the posts. They're both nice and plumb, standing up. Ready to put the timber beam up against there. And Joe's just cut the same cut as the one that's already above. We're gonna have all the same cuts on all the timbers. And we've just put the fletch beam on. So now we're gonna cut the fletch beam down into the right size and drill all the holes in. And section by section, we're gonna put the timber up first, then the fletch beam, then the second timber, sorry, and sandwich it together. Anything you want to say to the cameras?
Let's get it on.
Come on then.
That makes sense. So you got to come to me. That's it. Now you can rest it on there. Right, just rest her on. Right. Just hold it there for a sec, yeah? Right, what I want to do...
Yep. I'm
just
working with you, waiting for you to go.
Right.
Put it down.
And I put my hand down.
Yeah.
If you want to put your hand down,
No,
you
I
can.
don't.
You alright?
Yeah.
If you ever need to put it down, just let me
No,
know, yeah?
I'm good.
So I did it bit by bit, mate. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
that's fine.
push up. If you can.
Hold up, Josh, hold up.
Yeah, yeah. Right. I want you to drop your end now. Put your end down.
Oh, down.
Put your fingers.
Yeah.
If you can. Oh shit. Well, that's go on. That's right.
Easy, bro. Watch that. Yeah. One hand, bro. One hand for me.
Yeah, nice one, mate, yeah. Okay, mate. Right, go on, let's take it back to you. My bad, I got a bit too keen.
I'll take it back to me.
Yeah, take it back. Take it back now, we are. You got that for a sec?
Yeah. Don't worry about me.
Don't worry about me. I want to try to get that. That's it. Can you slide that to me? Sweet. That's it, hold where it is.
Yep.
Let's get him fucking texted. Right. Now you swing it to me. Right. Right. Now you rest her on, I'll hold, and you bring the ladder to where you can get to it.
One sec. I'm not sure about that.
Right.
Cool.
Go on, I'll go. Oh.
What?
Hey! 1-0! My guy! 1-0.
Wait. Turkey and England, yeah? Turkey and England are at each other today.
It's 1-0.
1-0.
Right, so now we're going to hold her up and rest her on. See? Right, slide
Ah!
Nah, mate, that was too
That's
soon.
too cool too. I
Too
know
soon.
it was. I was like,
Right, when you're looking good, let me know. Oh,
I'm good. No?
maybe. Push me through a little bit. Too much damage to the order bit. That's it. My God. There we go. You got, what do you want to?
We have got the timber up and the fletch beam up, and we have sandwiched it in with the second timber. Got the bolts all running through. I'm not sure if you can see the fletch beam in between there, but it's right there somewhere, proper wedged in. We've got 9 of these bolts holding it in place. These are all gonna get grinded down and so on, just like the same that we done with these. So that's another job done. We've put this beam up here so we can actually make sure that it is all nice and straight before getting the rafters on now. This timber that we've put up, we still haven't put on the bolts for this one. We need to get the rods for this, which I totally forgot. So we're going to continue tomorrow. First thing we're going to be doing is putting all these bolts in, using Archem again, squeezing the Archem through, putting the rods in, bolting that down, securing that, and then we're going to start cutting the rafters and placing them one by one. Okay, we're ready to put our rafters in. Joe's just basically put the scallop pattern in for us to cut in. We've got our bird's mouth cut that's going to be happening there, and we're going to be cutting off a little bit off the edge down here, and then we'll start getting all the rafters up.
They're beautiful.
Beautiful, yeah?
Beautiful.
Beautiful, nice and tight.
The way he likes it.
That's the way we like it. I know you love it, mate. You're on camera. Right, so we're going to cut these rods down, and I'm going to be cutting them at 350, which is around here. I'll put my finger there, and we're just going to grind it down. .350 rods, ready. Right then guys, we've got the bolts in, the washers in, the nuts in, all nice and tight, nice and snug. Cut them all down as well to the right length. And now I'm going to put on these joist hangers, which are 47 mils. Gonna slot them under there, screw them into the rafter first, and then up against the timber on the summer house. Okay, all the joist hangers or joist brackets, jiffy brackets, whatever you want to call them, they're basically all done now. I've used, well, pretty much a whole box. I'm not sure exactly how many screws I used, but the screws that I put in them was 50mm screws for wood. So yeah, this is all done and it's pretty much all coming to an end. So the framework, all we need to do now is just put a timber across there from that timber to the post, and the same on the other side. And now the framework is all complete. Okay, let's cut this last bit of timber. I've actually cut one already and I forgot to record. So the one I'm going to cut is going to look something like this. 45 angle cut on either ends. Just get wedged up like so. So let's cut this one. The chop saw won't go all the way through. So I'm going to saw it down, as much as I can, and then just use a handsaw and just finish it off. All nice 2 cuts. These are the screws that I'm going to be using to put in these corner pieces, and they're 100mm, again for wood. So let's just get it on. Okay, all the timber work is complete now. It's looking really nice, really impressed. It's come out much better than I thought, to be honest with you. The only thing that's remaining for me to do is basically just get up there and cut off these rods. So not much, just a minor little job there. But it's looking really, really lush, really nice. So next mission is we're gonna be painting this before we get the glazing bars on and whatever coverage we're gonna use. I was originally gonna use acrylic, and while we was at it, my electrician came round and he's put all these sockets on the side of the summer house, so they're no longer there, they're not in the way now. Those pump controllers are going to possibly be moved as well. So this is all here, nice and lush. One thing that I will mention, which I did forget when we was putting up these posts are not sitting on the ground, they're actually off the ground, possibly about 10mm or so. Both of them are like that. And also, what's good about these post supports, and they're not like socks which cover them all the way around, when it rains it won't be taking any water up into the timber, so it won't, well, hopefully it won't rot and it will last longer. When you use those shoe kind of things, what the post actually goes into, they fill up with water and they'll end up rotting the post away. So that's why we've also gone with these. So that's how the posts are up. So yeah, okay, so that's that. Let's come round here so we can have a look at it from the front view. It's looking really nice. And I was gonna actually paint this in grey, so now I've possibly changed my mind with that as well. So our next mission basically with this is to paint it, get the glazing bars on, And also, we have been at it, hello, with the pipe work for the drums. So we have been very busy, but I don't want to show too much of that because that's going to be the next video coming. So that's that. It's all come to an end. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, or if you don't like, you can give us a thumbs down. Either one, we're happy to collect them. Subscribe to the channel, and I think that's about it. It's absolutely blazing out here. I just want to get in now. I am drenched. All take care and all be safe.